Hey guys, thought I'd do a little video. A couple of you still struggling with the nooks and crannies. Um, I don't know about the scaling, but I just want to try and help you refocus. All right, so we come out of this first 5 minutes, right, and get a little sideways action here, and we come down here, and I like to make the candles a little bit bigger so I can see what's going on here, and we get a little bit of kind of like double bottoms over here, and then goes up over here. And you get it when you get a big run up like this, and then you get like a little pullback. And if this candle here, let me use the pointer. Well, let me just do this. If this candle here was another thrust bar, I would have taken a pullback right to here. Well, look what happened though. Okay, you get a thrust bar, and then you get three dojis, and you look left, and it's double topping over there. So I'm not going to take a shot to there. I'm not going to take a pullback there because it's not really swinging. If you look at the whole thing, it's just made a it's all sideways action, right? I'll just take from here to here and here to here. That's all that's going on here, right? So that's one of the reasons why you wouldn't want to do that. It's kind of telling you got a 2B right there, and it's clearing out all the orders up there so you can dis- uh, distribute down to the bottom. Okay, so now we begin to trend. Okay, and so you get a pullback, so it makes a lower low and a lower high, but not a lower low and not a higher high. And once it takes out this low down over here, I would look for a pullback over here on this 1, 2, 3 to get back into the trend. It didn't happen. Uh, then it comes down over here, and we get a pullback here, and then you get a nice thrust down. And this is why I took my trade over here, and that was just a quick 20. And all this stuff over here, from like here straight across, and you can see on the bottom, you got the same deal going on over here. We kind of went sideways, you know. There was really nothing. I mean, there were other ways of trading it, but none that I'd like to engage in. So basically, you just got a bottom rotation going on over here. Bing, bang, boom, bang, boom, bang. Be nice if you can know ahead of time. So once you get out of this thing here and you take out the high, which is right over here, and there's where you take a pullback here, no connect. Um, and right over here is where you can get a connection. Pulls back, you get a little bit, and you're not really making a whole lot of moves up here. Uh, Again, you know, staying within the deal over here. I mean, you would have taken a pullback to here. Yeah, you end up with a break even. Um, so then you got a 2B over here, and this would be an entry where I would look to get in, but the only thing was there was a 1, 2, 3 up here. So that negates this play over here. And you could have, you take a pullback off the 1, 2, 3 over here, and let me just put it in the right spot. It would be helpful. Come on, right there. And maybe you get a couple. You probably get 10, 325. Hey, you needed to go down 825, so you would have gotten 10 on that deal. Then you get this 1, 2, 3, and then it fires up. And you could have taken this pullback over here, which would have gotten you a couple if you got filled. Uh, if you got filled at, well, actually it would have been 1575, and that went down to 16, so you wouldn't have gotten filled there. And not only that, you may not want to take this because look at what happened here. You come up to the high here, and it's telling you you got a little 2B. You got this railroad track there. So you got a 2B, and then you get a followed by a 1-2-3 right there. There's a 3 point. This guy right over here. So there's your 1-2-3. So I would take a setup to go short right there. Now this one you probably would have ended up breaking even because it looks like it. You know, you get in at 17 and a quarter and it closes down 14, and you come back and you get tapped before it goes down. You know, that stuff happens. And there's another break-even trade. And now you got the same scenario here. You got, you know, again, you got range going on over here. So, if anything, it should probably bounce off the bottom there and go back up, but it doesn't. So now you know you're broken out of the range. And of course it goes back and retests that range. And I wouldn't take this pullback because that's not a thrust bar. And so you really don't have any pullbacks there. You want to stay away from these little things without a thrust down. You can see there's a battle going on there, so there's no real supply going on down there. It's just people getting in late. And now this guy would be worth a shot. This guy right over here. So we've taken out the low. We got a pullback right here. I'd take this guy for the simple reason it's followed by a thrust bar. So you're getting in at 350. Put you in a hole 455 here. Put you in a hole 10. Get you up about 8 and end up breaking even there. And it also forms a 1-2-3, and you end up getting the same stuff. Today this wasn't a follow through day. Nothing you can do about that. It's just going from tops to bottom. So here you come up to the top, and you made a higher high and a higher low, but not a higher high. That's the 1-2-3, and you get a break, and there's my my entry over here. So you're getting in at 21 and a quarter. Goes against you 7 ticks, and then down she goes. And now this would seem like the normal spot to get in to go short. And if you did, you would have broken even. But I'm looking at the trend being up now because you got this 1-2-3 formation right over here. Here's point 1, here's point 2, here's point 3, and a thrust bar. So that'd be my first entry, and that would have been my second. Just no connect. And then what do we got? So then it goes up higher, and again it gives you this 1-2-3, and there's the 1, there's the 2, there's the 3. You got a thrust bar, and it muddles around there. Doesn't get you up. You don't get a +6, and then finally it shoots down. So you would have got in at 31, and you would have went down 21 ticks. Gives you a pullback. Get connected there and then down, and that's really the end of the session. So you just got to watch out for all the nooks and crannies and just follow the price action. I don't know if any other way, just looking at it. I mean, this would have been I wouldn't have taken this because there was no thrust bar there. It happened afterwards. So here you get this 1, 2, 3, and you get a thrust bar, and you get 2 of them. And here's an entry. Let me just mark it over here. I mean, it's after the hour, but you get the point. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Okay, and so you're getting in at what was it, 22.75, and you probably end up breaking even because this thing closed up and came down. So really a non-committal type day here. Then you get this 1, 2, 3 that goes all the way up and gives you 1, 2, 3 over there. But you just want to follow the price action and just kind of like stay away from every little nook and cranny. Um, like for instance, I wouldn't take this guy to go short. I'd take this guy up here because that's where demand, that's where the supply came in. And yeah, it puts you in a hole a little bit, but again, it's accumulating and then distributing. Um, Interesting, you got back to back to back railroad tracks. Well, that's a thrust down, that's for sure. And there's your pullback right there, and that takes you down. Then you take this guy right there, and that takes you down. So hopefully you get the point. All right, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys on Thursday.